Sodom and Gomorrah are still a measuring rod for God's salvation and his grace. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is part number 2 of our 5-part series, Upon Whom the Ends of the World Have Come. Here we are on the big island of Kauai, and the Word of God is alive. It's more beautiful than this sunset, because when we look at what God says to us in the past, we can find hope, not just in the message, but even in the salvation of what he did yesterday. In 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6, it says, "And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly." A lot of times when we think about driving, you usually want to put the sign in front of you because that's the way you know which way to go or not go. Well, the Bible's blessed in that way. Sometimes the signs are behind us, and it says to us in the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah that God is real, but it also says that God is just. What he said would happen did actually happen. So we're not just focusing on the condemnation, because ultimately the condemnation was a choice. Hey family, if you really are being touched by what you're hearing, we appreciate you passing this on to someone else. Make sure you like this video, it helps others find it. Please subscribe to the channel so we can stay in touch. And by all means, we'd love to come to your church, your school, or your group. Just hit us up with an email. That's contact@changeministry.org. Now follow the word here in verse number 7. It says, "And God delivered just Lot." See, we're connecting verse 7 to 6. In light of the condemnation, and God delivered Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So the fact that Lot is delivered while Sodom and Gomorrah are destroyed, Sodom and Gomorrah show just how far God will go before he says enough, before he says no more. But at the same time God is saying no more to sin, he's saying one more to a sinner who's saved by grace. That's Lot. Lot was one who said yes. And that shows not just how far God goes to judge, but how far God will go to justify. He'll bring a soul out of Sodom and Gomorrah if that soul says yes. So when you get to verse number 8, this is where we need to see ourselves. "For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished." Do you see the power of grace? That day is either a day of destruction or deliverance, and the Lord knows both, but he still offers grace to all. That's the time that we're living in now. And here's the beautiful thought. What God wanted for Lot is exactly what he wanted for everyone in Sodom and Gomorrah. The only difference was their choice. And the way to choose life is to choose his love.